Good morning, everyone. Someone was knocking on my door around like 3. Actually, they were ringing the doorbell, so a little bit spooked out. So I'm in the dark, but I'm gonna go to work. If I don't post, I'm dead.
I'm expecting probably like 144 because of KBBQ.
Okay, actually, that's not too bad, because we have a week left, which means we can lose a pound. Alright, okay.
Alright, don't trust the ominous lighting. It has nothing to do with the intruder this morning. I got back from work. I'm a little tired, so I shouldn't sleep. But like my first time facing Cynthia and Diamond, I blacked out. But here's a pro tip. If you want to lose some weight and you're about to do weighted pull-ups, all you need to do is take a
Already know Monday is weighted pull-ups, so started with a plate, then slapped on a 25, and finally finished off with 2 plates. I'm back to the anti-strap gang, so no straps, but dude, this strength is still like, it's a little low. I usually get 5. Trying not to swing, but whatever. Moving on to seated row, thumbs out, no swinging, straight back. Try to get a better angle, but honestly, my back was fried. I did this yesterday, but I wanted to get footage, so this is all we got. Going a little bit lighter too. That actually felt more of like a warm-up, so I moved on to the chest-supported row and warmed up with 2 plates. Added on a 25 and I was like, it's feeling pretty good. Let's move it up. Tried 3 plates, but the form kinda suffered. Yeah, don't ego lift, guys. It doesn't look awful, but I'm pretty sure I'm like swinging in my back here. I just felt off, but maybe I'm actually that strong? I don't know. I actually found a pretty decent angle for the isolateral lat pull down. So this is what I was doing, I think week 1 when it just was really scuffed. It's a little redundant because I did weighted pull-ups already, but this kind of helps just burn out the back. Could also just do regular lat pull downs though. Okay, well I got some pull-up footage, but I didn't really get anything on the rows, so I'll probably go in the morning and get something for that.
swirl it around town. Swirl it around. This ain't new, but I'm gonna make some protein ramen here. 280 calories for 31 grams of protein. Oh, it's an incomplete protein. There's no way you can stick to it. Look, dude, okay? I did research. You got the vital wheat gluten, which is incomplete, but then it's like supplemented by like the pea protein. Alright, so it's a complete protein. Hopefully. The instructions are so scuffed though, dude. Look, it says cook the ramen in boiling water without the sauce. Okay, how much water though? Like how much water though? How much water? I'm gonna use about this much. Water is brought up to a boil. Dump that in, cover it. Well, this smells awful. I think it's the pea protein. I'm just gonna push it down and let the noodles soak. I think I put too much water. Bro, they didn't tell me how much water to put. How am I even supposed to know? Okay, my house smells like a barn, but the noodles kind of evaporated all the water. Throw in the seasoning packets, all of them, I guess. Ooh, so messy. It's crucifying me, bro. I'm doing this with one hand. This is actually really, really difficult. Wow, it looks so good, right? Mmm. But it's missing one thing. Alright, now we're good. Decisions. Probably this one. Here's the full meal. We got egg whites with the protein ramen, 2 servings of frozen mango, half a serving of frozen blueberries, 2 servings of Greek yogurt, and then this disgusting Orgain protein shake. But I gotta finish them because there's too many of them. Just gonna go a little bit lighter to offset yesterday's, let's just call it an excursion.
It is Tuesday, but I got footage for Monday. But we got a lot, so it's good. I'll see you guys after work.
Let's go.
Time to make some gyeofi. About to pass out, but just gonna make some dinner before, at least prep it. There's no spaghetti in here, but this is spaghetti sauce. About a 1/4 pound of ground beef, a container of white mushrooms, 8 Costco meatballs, and some onions. And then I topped it with some Parmesan cheese. Oh, and half a jar of pasta sauce. I would make it fresh, but I'm about to pass out.
Tuesday is chest and tries, probably my favorite day. Actually, no, back day is my favorite. But starting off with the incline bench. The day I stopped doing weighted dips is the day I'm no longer me. This angle makes it look extra deep. I don't know if I actually went that deep though. Last tricep exercise is an overhead extension with the rope. I did try the bar, I did try the rope, and they pretty much feel the same. And the last chest exercise is a dumbbell fly. I think you could do these on an incline. I've never tried it. These feel good enough. Also, I waited until like 12 to get like an empty gym and there were still people, but You know, this is the best that I could do. At least I got some fly footage. Literally waited until closing to get this shot. Nobody's here, which is good. But the chest was like kind of fried here, so probably not the best form. Definitely could feel a pec tear coming, and I was starting to cramp up. Oh yeah, also forgot to mention that I did a 45-minute swim before this, so I was pretty pooped.
I don't care how bald this makes me look. I'm feeling good. Boiled about a handful of spaghetti and just tossed that in here. So this is the dinner. Oh, I wonder whatever shall I be cooking in this pan? Monday was a little bit lighter in dinner because we're trying to just like balance out the calories from Sunday and Monday. So it's about even now. So still going a little bit under today. The swimming burned about like 200, but this is the meal. So we got some spaghetti, egg whites, obviously, 2 servings of frozen mango, 2 servings of Greek yogurt, and then half a serving of blueberries. And then I threw a banana on top of there just because. And then this synthetic protein shake. And I got these like Korean barbecue pork like snack bites from Costco. 120 calories for 10 grams of protein. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Set an alarm about an hour before the gym. Got a little bit of a special recipe today, so that should be pretty fun. And see you guys there. I'm looking like super old though. Jeez, didn't sleep that much. Today's menu includes some loaded tots. Got some tater tots here, some ground beef, black beans, avocado/guac, and some pico. For the pico, we're gonna use some tomatoes, a little bit of onion. I don't have any red onion, but ideally use some red onion, maybe like a quarter of it, cilantro, and you can put garlic. I'm gonna leave it out, but it does taste a little bit better with garlic. And then some pepper and some salt. Well, that either turned out really good or really bad. Basically minced the onion here very finely, then chopped up the cilantro, and then cubed the Roma tomatoes. Yeah, I forgot the lime, but basically like half of a lime. Really squeezing it like it just stole your lunch money. You don't actually have to do that. Just mix it up. It's pretty much done. Just let it sit for, I would give it at least an hour, just so the tomatoes can kind of get cured by the lime. Guac, if you could even call it that. Avocado, the other half of the lime, salt, cayenne, and some cumin. Avocado's all peeled, just gonna slap the lime in here. I have a cut on my finger, so it really hurts, but it's okay. Give me my lunch money! Oh! Gonna make sure all of the avocado is coated in lime here. I do have a masher, but I don't really want to wash it. So I'm just gonna use this spoon, and I'm just gonna like push it down. It'll work, as long as your avocado is ripe. Halfway through, I'll throw in some salt. Maybe like 4 cracks. Touch of cayenne, good amount of cumin. I feel like I didn't have enough, so let's just add a little bit more cumin. I'd say maybe like 2 teaspoons for 6 avocados. I don't know, just eyeball it, do it to taste. I do like it a little bit lighter because the beef that I'm gonna make is really salty. If you wanted to make this like actual guac, I'd chop up some onions, throw in some tomatoes, and then, I don't know, maybe like some onion powder, garlic powder. Okay, this is basically done. I ain't cooking for Gordon Ramsay, okay? Just, this is good enough. Avocados can kind of brown, so I like to spread it a little bit flat, like across here, just so the top, if it does brown, there should be enough lime juice in here, but if it does brown, it'll only brown the top, kind of like that. Beans are pretty simple, but they're really flavorful. So 2 cloves of garlic, 1.5 onions, or 2 onions, ground cumin, black pepper, salt, and some discount black beans. For the beans, just saute some garlic and onions. I threw a little bit of sugar to help the caramelization. When brown, throw in the black beans, give it a stir, then throw in the cumin and black pepper. Give it like 3 minutes on high just to wake up the spices. Pour in some water. Turn the heat to low and simmer for 20 minutes. Take the lid off and let the water evaporate. Give it a stir and it's done. Got some 80/20 ground beef, some Worcester sauce, ketchup, hoisin sauce, and soy sauce. I'm gonna use about like this much, like half of it maybe. 1.7 pounds. Spread the ground beef onto a pan over high. After 5 minutes, flip it over, break it up, and then stir it until the water evaporates. When it starts crackling, that means it's starting to caramelize, so throw in some soy sauce, Worcester sauce, hoisin sauce, and ketchup, and give it a stir.
I like to throw a little bit of red wine or white wine to deglaze it. Cook off the alcohol and it's done. Went to the gym smelling like ground beef, but that ain't gonna stop my leg day. The music at the gym was a little sus, so I slapped on my headphones and started doing some back squats. I was cooked after the squats. I did like 5 minutes of rest between each one. I just wasn't feeling it, but did a little bit of a reset with just holding a pull-up halfway-ish position. It felt a little easy with one plate, so I slapped on two, but that was really, really difficult. Leg extension was taken, so went to the laying leg curl. Always a 50-50 whether I can get an angle for this, but this is alright. Ended the leg day trying to cure my small calf syndrome. No luck yet.
Alright, let's assemble everything. You can use like cauliflower, roasted cauliflower. I use tots because I'm hungry and they taste good. Got like 14 tots here. I think that's about like 200-ish calories. So we're gonna slap the beef on here. Maybe like a fourth of it. Actually, I'm really hungry. Maybe some more. Next up, about like half the beans. Slap in the guac, maybe like a fourth of it. Okay, maybe like half of it actually. I'm hungry. Finally get some of the tomatoes on here. Maybe like half. And if you're really feeling it, you could use sour cream. I'm just gonna use some Greek yogurt for the protein and it's lower calorie. Pretty much tastes the same too. It's like a cake. Let's see how it looks. Whatever.
Found a way cozier sitting position where I'm actually in a chair, not on the ground with my legs falling asleep. So that's nice. Here's the full meal. It's pretty heavy. Not really sure the calories or protein. I'm gonna guess like 1,500 maybe? And then I don't think it's enough protein, so I'm gonna wash it down with this thing. All right, how to eat this thing? I mean, you could eat it by the layer, but I just kind of mix everything together, try to get everything in one spoon. And then yeah, little single tot here. Yeah, about 2 seconds into eating the meal, I realized there's not enough tots in here. Like, the ratio is way off. So I just threw in some of these, like, sumac chips I got. They're, like, 2 years old, so you could do, like, roasted potatoes, roasted cauliflower, roasted broccoli. It pretty much works with anything. It's just kind of like a mix and match of all these ingredients. It goes, like, pretty much everything, though. So last week of the cut feels pretty good. I think I'm at my target weight. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be on track. It was really exhausting, really tiring, not really what I expected. 600 deficit seemed easy and is like realistic. I looked it up online, I was like, oh, like lose a pound a week, that's like healthy. But I don't know, man. The energy is like, plan going forward, I think I'll probably increase the calories to like 2,000 maybe. Maintain it for 1 or 2 weeks, just to see where the weight is fluctuating. Hopefully I'm actually down 5 pounds and it's not just like water weight. And then the good thing about upping the calories is I think I might be able to build the strength again. Because, dude, having abs is nice, but like, losing the strength is kind of depressing. Because I work so hard, like all the way up there. So, yeah, hopefully upping the calories. I think with a cut, it's really important to have your body go back to like equilibrium. So, just gonna slowly up the calories back up to 2,200 for the next couple weeks before the beach. And so that'll be like the next couple weeks, no more cutting, actual meals, I think. Hopefully energy goes up and well, I'm still gonna die after work, but it is what it is. All right, a couple takeaways. The chips were very stale and I shouldn't have eaten them. Probably gonna feel that later tonight. And maybe like a little bit less lime juice because it's a little sour. I think I squeezed the lime just a little too much. A little bit too angry, I guess, you know. But overall pretty good. I'm gonna go clean this, edit, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Alright, let's see what the weight is after I overate for 2 days.
141.5. I'm still under.
Those 2-year-old chips were causing some night terrors, unfortunately. Happy Thursday. So I was reviewing the footage from yesterday and noticed my hair's a little bit long. And normally if you're like balding like me, you don't really want to cut it. You actually want to like kind of have it cover your forehead. I'm still gonna get it cut because I'm swimming, so. All right, how's it look? Is it okay? I think they were gassing me up. They said, oh, your hair is like beautiful, but bro, I'm literally balding. That can't be right. Thursday is shoulders and swim. Started it off with an overhead press. The bar I'm using is the 35-pound one, I think, because the 45 one, you can see on the right, it's like a little bit dark and I don't want to get tetanus. Moving on to the barbell high pull. I think the form is getting better for like all of this. I'm not like shaking as much, so being a little bit more conscious about it. Finally finishing off with some lateral raises. It's a light day because I'm swimming, and like I said earlier, the shoulders and the swim tech is definitely not it. It hurts too much. Okay, probably not gonna do shoulders with swim again. That was pretty painful because you're just always like rotating while doing freestyle. Yeah, so maybe like switch up the legs and the shoulders, but I did get the swim in, just didn't really burn that much, maybe like 100 cals. We got a really nice dinner coming up.
Got a full rotisserie chicken and some pizza. This is how much I'm actually eating though. I could eat all of it. Like I actually could clear everything, but it's gonna take way too long to burn. This is probably gonna take me over, so I'm gonna dab some pizza grease off real quick. That should save maybe like 80 cals, I would imagine, something like that. And then if we don't eat the crust, it'll be less. Also, to make it 0 calories, I'm just gonna do a bunch of arugula from my garden. I just put it on top of here. I don't know, it tastes pretty good. It also wouldn't be a Costco trip without a brand new protein. This one's like Genius Sparkling Protein. 130 cals for 30 grams. That's pretty good. The ingredients, there's like cow collagen in here. So it's probably gonna be like really thick. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how it is. Cracking open a cold one with the boys. Bro, look how thick it is. Oh my gosh. Don't you just want to drink that?
It kind of looks like beer, but here it is. Give it a taste. Oh, it's a little sour, but actually, it's like a melted Jolly Rancher. All right, if you can get through the texture, which is, it's a little thick. It's not like the chocolate ones, but if you get through the texture, it's almost like, it's like candy, but yeah, it's pretty decent.
I feel disgusted with myself. Ate this in about 10 minutes. Gonna go take a nice long bath. I think I'm gonna pass out.
It's Friday and I don't have any pants on. I'm thinking maybe leg extension, curls, and then abs? Dragon flags? My neck's still kind of cooked, but Guys, I did it. I finally got an angle for leg extension. This is amazing. Okay, so now I can actually, now I can prove that I actually did leg extensions. This is great. Though these do kind of cook my knees, so I go lighter and high rep. I did like 15 reps here, I think. It actually took a while to find the angle for leg extension, so didn't have time for buys. Maybe, nah, I'm just gonna skip them. Whatever, man. Gonna try to do dragon flags at least once a week to get those bulging abs. I probably need to do another workout, but I'll do some research, maybe something else. Here's a little bit less scuffed of an angle with a little bit less censorship. It doesn't look like it, but I'm holding the rep at the bottom, and that seems to be the hardest, the most tough part. So when you're doing like any workout, whatever you find is the most difficult, really focus on that. That's what I'm doing. I probably could go even lower, but I don't think my core is strong enough. Boom, dinner is a prime rib. I think this is called the queen cut, and a baked potato and some Brussels sprouts. Guess how many calories this is? Okay, let's go from left to right. So the baked potato is 600 calories, the prime rib is 900, and the Brussels a whopping 400, which brings the meal total to 1900 calories with not as much protein as I'd like. So when I got home, I did drink one of those like Jolly Rancher protein thingies just to bring me a little bit higher. I didn't record it though.
My abs are too sore, so I'm not even gonna try to bend down to get a shot of this. We're just gonna check from here, and then hopefully zooming in works. Did it? Oh, it's working! Oh, it's working! Look! We're at 5x. Boom, 10x. 141.
Don't ask what time I woke up. As you can see, it's a little dark, but yeah, I don't think I overate yesterday, but it feels like I did. So probably just gonna have a nice light dinner. Let's just say the day's already kind of gone. So Saturday's gonna be a little bit of a short session.
Ooh, this thing just came in the mail. A little bit of a sneak peek as to what I might have planned for next week. Here's my I woke up at 9 p.m. meal. This is all I'm gonna eat today. 400 grams of Greek yogurt, 280 grams of frozen blueberries, and 350 grams of frozen mangoes. And then I got some spring rolls from Costco, so here they are. I'll probably have 5, maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe 20 spring rolls here. And then just gonna wash it down with protein. I do wanna have that Jolly Rancher one, but I gotta finish these out, you know. Ended up throwing on an extra banana for the yogurt. Feeling a little bit lazy today, so here's a quick Costco meal. We got some baby back ribs, 1 rack, salt, pepper, garlic powder in the oven at 400 for 30 minutes. Then I made a cucumber salad, some soy sauce, cilantro, a little bit of vinegar, touch of sugar. I usually weigh myself after waking up and I'm like fasted and whatever, but we're just gonna check now. I add the ribs in my stomach, so I'll probably be like maybe a pound heavier.
Let's see where we're at. Okay, I mean, basically there, I know.
Guys, it's the last day of the cut. I mean, we're finally here. I passed out after eating those spare ribs. So yeah, well anyways, we're here and this is what we're going for. This is what a month of work of like 600 cut got us to. So let's see. Okay, this is unflexed. Okay, alright, that looks okay. Can see the abs, you know. No flex abs, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. And then flexed. Okay, doesn't look much better, doesn't look much different at all, but hey, I just need to, you know, get some more muscle on here, start pumping that out, and it'll be like, you know, so this is where we're at, 142 point something. But yeah, I'm happy. Do I cut more? Maybe, probably not. I think I just need to work my abs. That's probably, I think that body fat's like low enough now, so. Yo guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.